Raydium is on a massive rally yet again, but the big question is, how long can this rally last? Let's have a look at data most people aren't looking at. Let's have a look at on-chain data. Let's have a look at usage. Let's have a look at transaction fee generation. Let's have a look at all of those juicy little details most people are not considering. Here's the rally I'm talking about. We are up 40% today. We are at $2.50. We went up by more than 80% this week, 138% this month, and we made a 10x this year. Now, this is not the first time I talk about Raydium. I made a video 90 days ago and you guys seem to have liked it. 172 subscribers for a single video. That's pretty good. And that's probably because we analyzed Raydium when it was still at $1. Now it's at $2.50 roughly. So if you want to be early next time, maybe consider following channels like this. Now, I try to be as data driven as possible on this channel. I look at the positives, but also at the negatives. Let's start with some negatives. There is, for example, this chart here. This shows the number of circulating Ray tokens over time. And this is increasing quite linearly, and this went up by 40% in the last year. If the demand hadn't outgrown that supply, then of course the price would have gone down, but this is not what we are seeing. What this tells us though is that this is definitely a coin to only hold during the bull market. In a bear market, that token inflation will decimate you. And that's actually not just theory, that's practice. The token inflation completely destroyed the price. We were once at almost $15 and then went all the way down to the 20-cent range, even going occasionally below that. So this is not a buy and hold coin forever, right? This is the token that you want to trade actively, that you want to buy, but that you also want to sell at some point when the momentum turns around. And so here's an interesting chart. This shows us the total value locked on the Raydium decentralized exchange from the last year, beginning of last year, 2023, to today. And yes, this is nicely going up due to the bull market, no surprise here. But again, this is a US dollar chart. Measured in SOL tokens, that looks very different. The total value locked even went down. So in other words, all of that rally was 100% due to Solana going up. Raydium simply gets pulled up by the overall rush on Solana. But this rush can be pretty massive. This is the US dollar trading volume on Raydium over time. This is exploding. This is generating a lot of fees. And so the capital that's been attracted by Raydium is of course also spiking up due to the high APYs created through that swapping activity. As a fraction of the entire market though, the Raydium decentralized exchange is not necessarily growing. It picked up somewhat in the last months due to meme coin trading, but still, the very long term is not necessarily an outperformance or a gain of more market share versus other decentralized exchanges. So this is the liquidity locked chart. Here's the market share for the trading volume. Also not necessarily growing, simply just holding its position. So why then is the price going up? Because of course in US dollars, everything is going up, right? Solana is going up, the trading activity is going up, especially in the meme coins. The question is, who is buying here? And is this mainly new buyers or is this simply recurring traders? Because an expanding investor base would of course be great for the price. I use this approach for meme coins, but we can also use this simply for Raydium. This chart comes from a tool that I've developed myself, and you can get access to this tool in the premium membership. The link is down below, thebitcointrader.com. You can plug in any Solana token in this tool. And it shows us for the last 90 days, the number of recurring traders versus first-time traders. And we want to see the first-time traders going up because that shows us that a lot of new investors join, potentially pushing up the Raydium price. And when we correlate this to the price development, for example here, the spike on the 6th of March. When we check the price here on the 6th of March, not much has happened, but then suddenly on the 7th, the price increased by quite a bit, by like 25–30%. So new people entering the token means subsequent price rallies. That's why I like this on-chain data so much. And so what happened recently? Look at this. The number of first-time traders again outpaced the recurring traders quite a bit. The delta is quite large. And so that explains why we are rallying again and could potentially rally further. What's important to note though is that Raydium is already quite large and has a lot of token inflation and a lot of ownership by centralized exchanges that might temporarily manipulate the price. OKX has Raydium on their books, Upbit as well. And it's kind of ironic that the trading volume of the Raydium token is just at number 6 on its own exchange. I do believe that we have positive momentum here. I do believe that trading is continuing to heat up, and I do believe there might be additional positive returns here. That being said, the market cap is already 640 million. And again, the fully diluted market cap is 1.4 billion. Think token inflation. So I think it's a good short-term hold, as in holding this while the rally is lasting, holding this while speculation is high. But once that stops, you definitely want to exit. Let's take advantage of the current momentum, but never forget to take profit. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish this regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. Feel free to check out Premium for this tool, and feel free to join us in Telegram. The link is down below.